Rough day today. Let's jump into this one. What is up, Fin fans? Yeah, rough day today. Miami Dolphins ended up losing this one 20-13. We're going to jump into it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about why a lot of the fans, because it was live stream and say a lot of fans were so upset about this one. A lot of fans were lashing out at Tua, lashing out. We're going to talk about it, deep dive into all the stuff. Well, the deep dive's tomorrow. But we'll talk about it. We'll do all that good stuff. But first and foremost, I got some new Patreons. And when you guys join the Patreon, you guys get first in the beginning of the video. I shout you guys out because you guys are helping out the channel and helping me out. Michael with a $4 donation, Scott Stevens and David Mercier with $8 donations, and Sean and Alejandro with the $20 donations. Thank you guys so much for joining the Patreon. Again, it means the world to me that you guys joined. But let's jump into this Mama Jam. Talk about what happened today. So like usual, we're going to jump right into the stats. I'm going to start with the Denver Broncos. They went Drew Lock, 18 for 30, 270 yards, and 1 interception, no touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 15 carries for 84 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Phillip Lindsay, 16 carries, 82 yards, no touchdowns. Tim Patrick, 5 catches for 119 yards. Noah Fant, 4 catches for 55 yards. Jerry Jeudy, 3 catches for 37 yards. Then we look at the Dolphins. Ryan Fitzpatrick came in. I will talk about that. 12 for 18, 117 yards, and an interception. Tua, 11 for 20, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. A lot of people want to say things about Tua, which we will talk about, but only missing 9 passes for 83 yards and a touchdown wasn't good enough, but we'll talk about it. Sullivan Ahmed, 12 carries for 43 yards. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 2 carries for 6. Matt Breida, 2 carries for 4. Not good enough. Just not good enough in that area. Devontae Parker, 6 catches for 61 yards. Mike Gesicki, 4 catches for 43. Savan Ahmed, 5 catches for 31. Malcolm Perry, 3 catches for 23. And, of course, our boy Xavier Howard with the interception in the beginning of the game, helping the Dolphins get in the area for scoring their touchdown. Now, looking at this game, right, a lot of people went into this game thinking, easy win for the Dolphins. Easy win. Next 3 games, easy wins, right? And what was the first thing I put for 5 things the Dolphins need to do to beat this Denver Broncos team? 1 game at a time. Am I saying the Dolphins did it? No. But why I'm bringing this up is because there's a lot of fans in the fan base that I'm reading comments, saw it on the live stream, that were very upset with this loss. And it's because the Broncos are 3-6. Easy. We should have easily beat them any given Sunday. We should be winning the next 3 games, going into the Kansas City Chiefs game 9-3. It's going to be fantastic, this and that. You got to look at it 1 game at a time. You're looking at this game, they were struggling all over the entire team. There's a ton of people that are already coming out saying Tua's a bust, hilarious. Tua sucks, hilarious. All of these things are coming out about Tua, right? Disappeared the last few weeks when he was actually playing really well. All of a sudden now, they want to come out and start saying he's a bust, he sucks, all that stuff. But explain to me this, right? I'm not putting this game on Tua. Like I said, 11 for 20, 83 yards, and a touchdown. This game was not on Tua. Tua wasn't the reason the Dolphins lost this game. You can call me biased. You can say whatever you want, because I've had a few people tell me, well, we could have the worst quarterback in the league back there, Doug, and you'll defend him. Not true. Because you can go back and see that I didn't like Brock Osweiler. And when Brocktober was happening, I said he is not as good as Tannehill, and Tannehill needs to come back because he just can't do what Tannehill can do. So I will say that. What caused the Dolphins to lose this game was 2 things. And 2 of the most important things for football in general. The trenches. Those are the 2 things. Both sides of the trenches. The Miami Dolphins could not stop the run all game. That was opening up play action passes, and that was just allowing them to get big chunk yardage to march down the field, right? You look at Drew Lock, right? 18 for 30. He completed a little over 50% of his passes. That's not great. 270 yards on big chunk plays, and he had an interception. Other than that, you had Melvin Gordon, 5.6 yards a carry. Phillip Lindsay's 5.1 yards a carry. The run defense was garbage. Absolute garbage. And I tell you this, guys, time and time again, if you want to go to the playoffs, if you want to be successful in the playoffs, all that stuff, the trenches. You have to have a top 5 defensive line and a top 5 offensive line. And today was a game where the Dolphins showed that they do not have top 5 of each. You know, we might be top 5 in scoring. We might be a top 10 on defense in certain aspects, whatever it is. But when it comes to run defense, hot garbage. They were running all over us, did whatever they want, and they controlled the game. They controlled the game. They controlled the clock. They controlled all of that stuff, right? That's the one aspect. The other, the offensive line. I don't know what happened. I don't know where all of a sudden they just stopped playing like they have been playing the past few weeks, where Tua had a ton of time in the pocket, could make his reads, could throw, do all that stuff. And a lot of people are saying that. Well, Tua sucks, this, and that. Put Fitz in. Well, we put Fitz in. Fitz got put in. Now, at first we thought it was an injury, but Brian Flores came out and said no, Tua was benched because, you know, he just wasn't doing what we needed him to do, and we wanted to win the game. So they put the vet out there to try to pull this off and win the game. And what did Fitz do? Unfortunately, Fitztragic showed up at the very end, throwing that interception. He marched us right down the field. We were started on our own 2-yard line. He marched us right down the field, but you saw as he was doing his thing that he was running around like a chicken with his head cut off. The offensive line played horrid today. Tua had no time in the pocket. Tua had to have his head on a swivel. At some points, Tua tried to roll out. Tua tried to run. He had no time. The run game is the biggest problem. If the Dolphins can fix this run game, if the Dolphins can make the run game decent, the Dolphins will be winning more games. Now, you would think that I'm saying this and the Dolphins are 4-6. The Dolphins are 3-7. The Dolphins are 6-4. They're still 2 games above 500. It sucks because we were going to be tied with the Bills, but unfortunately we fall back 1 game. So now we're, a game behind the Bills. It sucks. It hurts. And that's another reason why a lot of Dolphin fans are pissed. I'm very upset about it. I wanted to be tied for first. Losing this game sucks. I predicted the Dolphins were going to have a big win in this game. I was like, the defense is playing hot. The offense isn't playing as great, but the defense is doing their thing. And we relied on the defense a little too much. We relied on special teams a little too much. And this is what happened. And it sucks. It hurts. It does. But there's a lot of season left. We're taking on the Jets. Joe Burrow, unfortunately for him, it really sucks to hear this, after the season. Hurts his knee. So we're not getting that Burrow to a rematch. And it really, really sucks. Season's not over. We still got a winning record because I'm getting the same feeling of the 0-2. It's just, I'm getting that same feeling. It sucks. And I said it. But to put it all on Tua, because I'm reading a lot of comments already from my live stream that it's Tua's fault, Tua's a bust, Tua sucks, Tua. It's just not fair. It's not fair because you got to look how bad that offensive line played, right? There's that, right? I got to address this. Could this have helped the Dolphins? Possibly, right? The referees in this game were disgusting. Absolutely 100% disgusting. I'm going to talk about some of the other plays, some of the BS plays, like the hands to the face that wasn't called on the Denver Broncos when the offensive tackle was grabbing Emmanuel Ogbah's face mask, but they'll call the flags, which essentially gave the Denver Broncos an extended drive and gave them the touchdown, essentially giving them the win. But it wasn't the last drive win. I'm just saying they won by a touchdown. That drive continued, gave them the touchdown. The fumble that Melvin Gordon, he fumbled the ball, right? And it's not even like he reached and fumbled the ball. The ball was back here at the 2-yard line when Andrew Van Ginkel, stud, punched the ball out at the 2-yard line. They called it a touchdown, and Stevie Wonder would have saw that was a fumble. Then the ref said, before the ball came out, or before the ball broke the plane before it came out, was what they said. Again, the ball came out on the 2-yard line, and he was back here. His helmet barely broke the line of scrimmage, but the ball was back here. Makes sense. Okay. And then he comes out with his explanation, the ref, and he says, after further review, The ball, before the ball broke the plane for a touchdown, he fumbled it or he lost control before the ball broke the plane. The ball never broke the plane to score a touchdown. It never made it to the goal line. Ugh. Just the refereeing was so bad. Did it cost the Dolphins the game? No. If the offensive line played better, if the defensive line just stopped the run, anything in that aspect, the Dolphins would have won this game. Dolphins did not show up in Denver, unfortunately. Now we got to go to New York. They better show up to New York. But I just want to say this, right? Because a lot of people are bummed. I'm bummed. Really looking forward to this game. I had them winning by 10, 12 points. I normally, look at it and kind of give them 6 or 3, and I'm kind of right about that. This time I was way off. I had them winning by like 10 or 12, way off on that one. So I'm bummed out as well. They should have won this game. If the offensive line just stepped up and if the defensive line just stopped the run, please, could have. It sucked that we had the chance to tie the game and Fitz throws the interception. And that's the difference between Fitz and Tua. Tua did have some dropped interceptions. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the man's perfect. He did have some dropped interceptions, but you see the difference. You saw the difference with the Cardinals game where Tua just has that thing. He's running, breaking tackles, doing all these things. Game was not Tua's fault. I'll go to my grave saying that. Offensive line was horrid, and the defensive line could not stop a nosebleed. We had no pressure. We had no sacks. I don't know what happened. I don't know if all of a sudden Denver's offensive line and defensive line became top 5 in the league. We got no pressure, no sacks, could not stop the run, getting sacked all game. They were stopping our run like it was no one else's business. That's why the Dolphins lost the game in the trenches. Can't blame Tua. Some of the passes, yes, were off. I'm going to say that. But can't blame Tua for all of it. 11 for 20. 9. He had pretty much the same stats as Locke except for the yards. And he had a touchdown. Locke had the interception. It sucked, but on to, lick our wounds, get ready, go take the Jets on, go take Joe Burrow on, win these next 2 games for the love of cheese, and then head home for Kansas City. It's a big, big week next week. Got to win these next 2 games. It's very important. Take it one game at a time, even though I literally just listed the next 3 games. Take it one game at a time. Be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of you guys are upset, and I totally get it. I'm upset as well. Be sure to comment below. Let me know what you think. If you think it's Tua's fault, explain to me why, right? Explain to me why you think it's Tua's fault, not the offensive line. I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. But before I get out of here, if you guys have seen on Twitter these fantastic patches, Patch Vibes, I'm going to link the website below. If you use the code DDW, you're going to get 20% off. They have t-shirts, they have pins, they have a ton of stuff. I got these cool patches. This one I'm going to put on my jersey. This one I'm going to try to stick on here somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but Patch Vibes, check them out. Use the code DDW, you get 20% off. Great t-shirts, pins, all that stuff. Be sure to check it out. But other than that, that's the video, fellas. Sucks that we lost. We really should have won this game. It was our game to win. We even got close down the field to win it. Again, unfortunately, Fitz threw the interception. But there's a lot of the game left to play. There's a lot of season left to play, and this team will bounce back. They always bounce back. I tell you this, guys, time and time again. They always bounce back. So expect a bounce back game. But like I said, be sure to comment below. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll be tweeting out there a ton. I'm going to be super busy today. Like I said, if you guys watched the live stream, I had my baby shower. So a lot of you guys were congratulating me. Thank you for that. That's why this video is coming out a little late. I had to help clean up, help get with the gifts and all that stuff. So sorry for the late video, but be sure to check out Fanatics Network, a very good website, fanaticsnetwork.com, and a very good YouTube channel that I'm a part of. They have great podcasts over there in Perfectsville and their own podcasts. Be sure to go over, check it out, and Fan to Fan Network. That is the website that involves all of the NFL YouTubers. Go over, check that stuff out. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the deeper dive video. We'll dive a little bit deeper into this game, see what's up, see how the offensive line did, which I'm expecting it horrid. But like usual, guys, stay classy. We're still 6-4, 1 game out of first, and the Patriots lost. Pens up.